Yesterday, I published a video on stories about silver piling up on local coin shop shelves because there seemed to be more sellers than buyers. Long story short, I showed, using sales data we collect from online dealers, that those concerns are not necessarily all that scary. That the online dealer marketplace is robust, healthy, and stable. Likely, what we're seeing is buying online and then selling locally, creating this imbalance. But that's conjecture and a much more difficult connection to prove. Today, I wanted to run the same experiment on gold. There is some overlap between gold stackers and silver stackers, and from what I see, most stackers do a little of both, present company included. For obvious reasons, price being the main reason, gold stackers are a slightly different bunch. They can drop $2,000 for a tiny coin that's easy to get lost between the sofa cushions. Maybe with gold buyers, we'll see a different result. Or not. Let's get into it. Let's bring up that chart for gold. The Gold Purchase Index shows online customer sales volume, or simply put, the number of customers placing orders. It's a good measure of liquidity in the physical bullion market here in the US. If you've been around my channel for a while, you've seen a version of this with callouts explaining the moves up and down, which are missing from this chart. Eventually those will get back in, but for now, this updated chart adds a second green layer in the background that shows spikes due to sales events. The blue foreground has normalized the data by removing those spikes so we get a better picture of what's going on. And what is going on here? Let's start with the 50,000-foot view of recent sales data. This area, starting in November until today, shows a relatively flat curve without the drama of the prior 3 months going back to August. There were crazy swings as metals dropped in price. Premiums dropped, spot crashed, premiums crashed, conflict in the Middle East, etc. Let's point out just how stable that curve is over November and December. If you were going out on the ocean in a boat for some relaxation, this is the type of wave action you'd want to see. Throughout the Black Friday Cyber Week sales, the chart shows very little change in action. A dip, actually. Let's take a moment to clarify that dip. This chart shows a basket of the most popular gold coins in the US market, which is going to be Eagles, Buffaloes, Maples, Krugerrands, and Britannias. I bought gold during Cyber Week, but it wasn't any of those. There were a lot of sales of the less liquid stuff, such as bars and foreign coins. This dip looks to me like a temporary rotation out of stacker favorites and into the less prevalent stuff. Weight is weight according to some, liquidity is king according to others. And some people just change it up. It doesn't matter to them. Finally, that green blob following Cyber Week indicates a bunch of sales in gold bullion, which has continued to this day. End of the year sales events are ongoing, so if we missed out on those Black Friday deals, there still seems to be plenty of deals going on now. So, guys, I hope you can see that there is no reason to panic. The sky isn't falling. I don't see any reason to go out and dump your gold on the next spike higher. It's easy to get confused with all the signals out there, and especially the hype and FOMO. Toxic stuff that is. We're in a temporary funk, and that's all there is to it. With the incredible surge in interest in gold earlier this year when Silicon Valley Bank was going under, it's rational to expect a pullback in demand. Nothing is written in indelible ink here, but 2024 is anticipated among analysts to be good for gold prices. With the Fed expected to ease next year, central bank buying of gold, investor demand, the G7 versus BRICS struggle for world dominance, and ongoing instability in the world, a strong case can be made for accumulation of gold bullion. Now, am I saying go out and buy a bunch of gold to flip next year into strength? No, I never say that here. The best, time-proven approach to stacking is gradual accumulation over time. Plan to hold at least 3 years, and better yet, have an exit plan somewhere out there at 5 to 10 years. Thanks for sticking around until the end. 2024 is going to be an amazing year for stacking. and I hope to see you there. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you next time.